KnowledgeWare is a private British Columbia corporation incorporated in 1994. We have more than 18 years' experience in building computer-based training and safety management software. We have served more than 700 corporate clients throughout North America and around the world. Simply Safety is a network client-server software application that manages people, safety, training, and other corporate compliance issues. It is a generic application written for use in many different industries. Simply Safety is used by the safety and training departments as well as management. It's used for managing people and contractors, training compliance, injuries and claims, expiring items, corrective actions, meetings, inspections, and other safety issues. Simply Safety requires that users log in through a secure login module. This lets you set up team security, so you can assign a user to a particular team, and that team will have access only to certain modules. I'm going to walk you through the general features that are included in Simply Safety. When we open the program, we're on the main opening screen, which includes the GPS maps of your regions and sites. If you click upon a site, it gives you a quick overview of the site. Number of people active and inactive, how much training is due, how many injury-free days, and a relative site ranking. 1 of 4 for this site. The lowest score is the best. The Events tab includes the most recent events that have been added to the program for this site. The Graphs tab includes a quick graph of injuries, damages, and corrective actions. The Events tab includes a quick overview of the most recent events added to this program. The GPS screen allows you to quickly get an overview of what's been happening at different sites. I'm just going to skip through the menu items on the left-hand menu tree so you know what the program is tracking. People is the main module, and really these are subsets of the People module. Absenteeism, vacation, driver's license tracking, personal protective equipment issued, and medical tests. You could consider these to be quick entry screens for information that feeds into the People module. Respirator is a separate customized module which allows you to track respirator fit testing. Training, the Training Control Center is the major module here. These are really subsets. This is a list of all your courses, a list of all your classes. This will be a big long list of all the training that's ever been done in the company, which includes toolbox meetings. And certifications is another separate module which tracks certifications like journeyman status. The incidents modules are where you add incidents to the program. Add injury can be considered a first aid entry screen, and your first aid entry people might be security locked out to only using this module, where they can do a one-way entry of first aid. The first aid entry then goes into the injuries module where the safety manager would pick it up and conduct an accident investigation if required. If the injury goes to government authority, it moves to the claims module where a claim can be tracked. Exposures module is for tracking health-oriented exposures such as blood-borne exposures or needle stick incidents. Property damage incidents are tracked here, and security incidents tracked in the security module. The Workplace menu item includes modules for corrective actions. Corrective actions is a core module throughout Simply Safety, and corrective actions can be added from many different places in Simply Safety. For instance, if you're in injuries, you may add a corrective action which will end up in the corrective actions module and may end up, if you so choose, in the meetings module for your month-end safety meeting. Calendar is an audit trail calendar which lets you look at past events that occurred. Documents is a convenient place to track safety-related policies and procedures. MSDS is a place to track material safety data sheets, where they're located, when they expire. The Vehicles and Equipment module is used to track the basic information on vehicles and equipment in the company. Inspections menu item includes the following modules. Air Quality module, which lets you track air quality incidents. Fire Extinguisher module tracks the location of fire extinguishers, whether in vehicles or buildings, and their expiries. Job Inventory and Hazard Analysis work together to allow you to build a job hazard analysis by job title. Inspections is for general inspection tracking, and Safety Observations for observing safety observations. There are two graphing and statistics modules available. Simple Graphs is simple pull-down graphs. Power Graphs are a more powerful graphing module that you can customize. Plant Statistics is for producing frequency and severity statistics for a single location. Site Statistics for across multiple locations. Meetings allows you to track general safety meetings or any type of a meeting, and Toolbox Meetings allows you to track toolbox or tailgate meetings held before work is performed. If you so desire, people attending the Toolbox meetings will have their training event moved back into the training and people modules. If an incident occurs, that allows you to document that the employee was trained. The Companies module allows you to track basic compliance details on your company or other companies, such as subcontractor companies. The Company Log module allows you to track any kind of a log item for your company or other companies. These are unusual items that are hard to track in other places, such as you've started a new policy or procedure in your company, acquired a new piece of equipment, there's been some sort of a legal challenge, or perhaps the company has received a regulatory fine. Visitor screening allows you to screen workers off work sites if their company is not approved in the Companies module, or if their training is not up to date in the Training module. The setup modules are used by the Safety Manager or the IT department to set up the Simply Safety software application. Team Security module allows you to set up security teams, which only have access to certain modules. Add Edit User allows you to add a new user and assign them to a security team so they can only access certain modules. Email Notifications allows you to set up an automatic email notifications that's instantly sent to another manager if a particular type of incident is added to the program. For instance, you may set it up so that if for a particular region and site an injury above the level of first aid is added, you would want that to go to a particular manager. Check for Updates allows you to check for automatic updates off the KnowledgeWare website. The Setup module is something you would normally only use once when you're setting up the program initially, and allows you to set up the parameters that Simply Safety runs on, including almost all of the information that comes out of drop-down lists throughout the program, where you can customize what information you want to come out of drop-downs. For instance, you would typically add your own regions and sites, or you can change the name of those labels to location or department or whatever you want, and your own job titles, people type, work groups, work shifts, etc. I've moved back to the People menu item, and I'm going to click on People. The People module opens up to a list of your people. These are the active people. To show inactive people, just click on the Inactive radio selection. I'm going to go back to Active. To print quick reports on people, pick the Quick Reports drop down at the top of the screen. To open up a person record, double click on it. I'm going to move through the tabs at the top of the screen to show you what Simply Safety is tracking in a personnel record. Keep in mind that most of the information on safety and training that's tracked in Simply Safety feeds back into the People module into the personnel record. On the main tab is mandatory information. Mandatory fields are bolded. Person needs a first name, last name, company, region, and site. The other information is optional but recommended. Job title, people type, department, and work group or toolbox group. Allowing people to be organized into toolbox or work groups allows you to quickly add toolbox or tailgate meetings to their training history. The Privacy tab contains private information. This tab can be security locked to allow access only to authorized people. The Other tab contains notes and special qualifications. Special qualifications allows you to quickly search for people by region and site that have a particular qualification that you require. Contacts is emergency contact information. This tab tracks absenteeism and vacation information. Any damage incidents that the person was involved in will be shown on this tab. If we double click, that'll open up to the particular damage incident. Any disciplinary notes on the person are tracked on this tab. The canary yellow fields which contain dates, feed into the automatic expiry alerting system to send managers reports when an item is expiring. This tab tracks injuries that occurred to this person. If we double-click on the event, the injury itself will open up. Medical test history located on this tab. This tab contains the personal protective equipment issued to this person. This is a training history for this user. Double-clicking opens up the training record. Certifications are tracked on this tab. Special qualifications such as journeyman status. Driver's license information tracked on the driver's license tab. Pay and deductions can be tracked on this tab. Any reviews attributed to the person, such as an annual performance review or safety observations, is tracked on the last tab. At the bottom left screen is an icon for documents. If I click on that, it opens up the documents being tracked to this particular person. For instance, this is a picture of the ambulance that this worker is driving. Any kind of a document that will run on the network can be tracked here, such as PowerPoints, images, documents, or movies. This has been a very quick look at the People module. Please watch for additional movies for more detailed information. Basic application specifications. The Simply Safety front end is Microsoft Access 2010 32-bit. Back end is Microsoft SQL Server Express. Does not require Office or access on the client machines. It's a multi-user system with a secure login, runs well over Citrix, Microsoft Remote Desktop Services, or Go Global for web deployment. Has an automatic web-based file updating system. The alerting system is built in .NET 4. Also included with Simply Safety is an accessory program, Simply Safety Alert. Simply Safety Alert allows you to build pre-scheduled email notification reports to be sent to managers on expiring safety items, such as training.